Hi there. My apologies. I know I'm really late today with the chat, with the live. I shut the chat off just because I'm driving and I don't want to be distracted. But oh my gosh, I hope you're doing well. It is Saturday. Um, it's July 19th, and I'm driving. I had to go somewhere. So I thought, you know what? Let me just do this. And I do apologize that I'm a little bit late, but I have a motto, better late than never, and I will from now on try to tell you guys when I'm going to be late or something. Yesterday I had another Chamber of Commerce meeting, believe it or not. It was a healthcare council, which was amazing. I saw some people I knew and I met some new people, and I'm developing my business. In case you are new to my channel, I'm T. Waldron. I'm usually here with my cat in my apartment, but today. I don't know what the temperature is because my temperature thing isn't up. It's probably around 80 degrees Fahrenheit and maybe 29 Celsius or ish. I'm just guessing. Again, I have to memorize that conversion. Okay, this guy's going to merge without signaling. So, yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day today. It's beautiful here on the East Coast. It is a sunny day. There is not a cloud in the sky. So, it's a really delightful drive. Um, and I just wanted to touch base with you guys. It's been a couple of days. I do apologize. I did release a video at 8 a.m. yesterday. Um, so that was about birds. It was about the symbolism of birds. I do talks for senior citizens, and that topic happened to be birds. I didn't know anything about birds when I started, and then I researched it, and there's a lot of symbolism in artwork and throughout history. You know, birds are the connection to the gods, and they fly and they sing beautiful songs. They have beautiful feathers. And then some birds, you know, signify death because they were on the battlefields. And, you know, the ravens would and the carrier bird, the carrion birds, like the vultures and whatnot, would be, uh, you know, eating the dead bodies after battle. So a lot of people associated them with death. So it was very fascinating, you know, learning about new topics. So yeah, I didn't put too much about the death in there because I try to keep things upbeat with the seniors. But yeah, it's a secondary channel I have, and it's actually designed for people who want to learn a little bit, and maybe, you know, if you're caring for a senior, I try to, I'm putting out quality content so that you have something you can either watch it together or have them watch it and then they can tell you about it. It's just trying to create good social content for folks that are senior citizens. So I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Again, it is gorgeous here. It's really a beautiful day. So I'm really happy to be here with you guys. And thanks for your patience. Again, yesterday, I had that meeting at 8 o'clock. Oh my gosh. So typically it's in one place and then they changed the location. I forgot to check it, double check it, and I drove to one location. I said, "Oh my God, the meeting is somewhere else." So I intended to get there early and do my live and then go into the meeting, and I was driving like a maniac. And then it was in some office building that was in like a plaza that had a lot of stores and medical offices. So I ran into a guy who looked very professional. So I said, "Are you going to the chamber meeting?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I work in the plaza, so I know where we're going." So we tooled around the plaza, went to the wrong place, and then we bust into. And then he called his friend at the meeting, and we bust in the meeting late. It was quite a situation, but we made it, and it was a good, informative meeting. So how's everybody? Oh, I can't even ask you questions today. um, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're an old friend, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for your patience. Again, I'm like half an hour late today, but I just had to get on because I missed you guys, and I don't want to be tempted by the chat. So I miss, you know, miss that. Um, Again, if you're new to the channel, I do mental fitness, and usually my cat's here with me, but she's not here in the car with me, so I'm by myself. And we do mental fitness, and I've been on a big journey of mental fitness, so I might as well take some time. I've got a bit of a drive here, so I can give you a little bit of history. I've been divorced now maybe 5 years, and I went through a lot. I went through a lot of self learning about myself and um, growing and seeing how I contributed to the problems in the relationship. And I am trying to become a person who I would want to date. So that's my goal right now, is being as fit as possible on every level possible, spiritual, um, physical, emotional, psychological, financial, what else? All the levels, and it's a journey. And then what happens is, like, you if you pay attention to one area of your life and you kind of get better at that, then maybe another area of life suddenly needs help or it falls apart. So it's kind of like, okay, it's like, I compared it in one of my videos to maintaining your car. You have to maintain your tires and your wiper blades and your oil and everything. And what you don't pay attention to can sometimes cause a problem. So that's, making time for yourself and for self-reflection is really a challenge in today's society. Okay, because we we're people of screens. Screens. And I know that's ironic, me talking on a screen about screens, but I have to, like, separate myself. In fact, I have already canceled cable. I canceled cable like a year ago, which was fine. However, I still had Netflix just to, keep my toe dipped in the water. I just had a hard time letting go of Netflix. But then I got the bill and it went up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cancel Netflix. So I have to do that this week. I've talked about it before, but I'm actually doing it. And it's a little scary, because you don't want to be completely cut off from whatever's happening in society. But also, the content is pretty negative. There were a couple of shows that were fantastic. I don't know if you've ever seen the series Abstract. That was really good because it was a different artist in each episode, and it talked about kind of like their evolution of the art, how they became an artist, and then their media, and maybe how they changed the genre or how they contributed to the genre of whatever art they were doing. So that was a really good series. And then there were some other ones, but then I get sucked in sometimes to all those, murder shows, and they're very, like, interesting. But then I can't sleep at night, so I don't need that in my life. I don't need to be stressed out unnecessarily. So, gosh, I missed the chat, guys. It's a little weird talking, but I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. And again, this is gorgeous weather on the East Coast here. Um, yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Hmm. Oh yeah, last night. I did a talk last night. It was my first. So I have also a company that I just started last month, and I do public speaking and talk about different topics. Like I said, I do classes for seniors, but then I also work with civic groups. So last night I did a talk at a civic group, which was so cool. They're like, it was called the Grange, and I never had really gotten to know them. I've seen their building, but it's a very interesting group. It was started in like the early 1900s or 1800s, a long time ago, when they were primarily an agrarian community in this at this place. And they started by bringing the farmers together, and they created a sense of community. And I heard some of it, part of it was like secret, but then part of it, they talk about their values, and it was really cool. Like, I feel like we need to get back to some of that. I mean, I don't know about the secret. I don't know what they do in secret. Who knows? But the part that I heard was very cool because they're a community and they help each other, and they acknowledge, there's a power higher than them. They're not any specific type of religion, but they acknowledge that, God is good, and that can be any religion. They don't force you to become whatever religion, but I thought that was a very interesting group, and it gave me hope because I feel like we're so alone in this society sometimes, and we're isolated, and more so every day. We can get our groceries delivered, and we can get pretty much anything we want delivered, right? And we never really have to leave the house and intermingle with people. And that's that's not good for us. I just saw like another video. from Diary of a CEO, and he interviewed somebody who was talking about sunlight, and the fella was saying somehow sunlight healed something. I don't know what the disease was because I didn't watch the interview, but it looked like a really cool commercial. So getting out and enjoying the sunlight and letting sunlight hit your eyes. Uh, let's see, Huberman, Dr. Huberman. I think it's Andrew Huberman. I forget his first name. Anyway, he's from Stanford University. He's, I believe, an ophthalmologist, and he obviously eye health. He he has a great podcast that I love to listen to. But he basically says, get out in the morning and let sunlight hit your eyes, because, and this is mind blowing, it affects your mitochondria, your gut bacteria. I was shocked to hear that, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works, but it seems to make sense. So, so I try to do that every day. Try to get outside in the morning and get some sunlight, and not with sunglasses. Just let the low sunlight hit your eyes. Um, so, I mean, don't look right in the sun, but you know. So, well, you know what? Traffic is getting a little bit heavy over here. I think I'm going to sign off for safety. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I do appreciate you your patience. I should be on tomorrow at 11. And if I'm not, I'll put another time in there because I might be doing something right at 11. So if I do apologize, the last 2 days I've been off schedule. But tomorrow, if I'm not going to be right at 11, I will definitely let you guys know in advance. So thank you so much. From myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. And I hope you have a great day, whatever you're doing. All right. Take care. Bye.